Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today with a product regrets video. These are products that I regretted, and a lot of them I sent back. So we're going to go over the products I regret today. I do want to start this by saying if you love any of these products, we could differ for a variety of reasons, two of which are climates in which we live, skin type, and then just kind of looking for a different finish or whatever from our products. If you love any of these products, tell me your skin type and how you use them and where you live. So that, maybe I'm using them wrong. And I've been known to repurchase products that I wanted to give a second chance. And a lot of times I end up loving them. So let me know if I need to give any of these a second chance. And I'm just going to jump right into this. And I'm going to start with a primer that I just sent back last week, and it's the Sulli Skin Tune Blur Primer. I was so excited about that, more than anything because of the packaging. I love a dropper, and that has one of those droppers that you can just drop straight on your face. I was really excited about that. I used it once. It did not blur. Well, it didn't blur as much as a lot of the ones I already have, and that was $54. Well, I have scads of expensive primers that I love, that blur so good. One of those is the Bobbi Brown Face Base, and this smells so good. And then all of these, I love them all. The YSL, the Lancome La Base, the Stila Correcting, and so I just didn't want to work that hard on that one. If you love that, let me know down below, but I sent that back. Okay, next, I sent back the Huda Beauty Tantour Contour. That's a cream contour bronzer product. It was not a bad product. In fact, I liked it a lot. It reminded me too much of one I already have, and that is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Sculpt et Illuminaire. And it looks like that. Okay, if you just look at that bottom one, that looks just like the Huda. And I did them side by side. I think the Huda has a little bit redder of an undertone, which I love. But this came from Nordstrom, and that came from Sephora, and it's so easy to return Sephora. So I returned that one. But if you like a cream bronzer, that's a nice one. You might love that one. So if I hadn't already had the Tom Ford, I would have kept that one. What I've discovered about these cream bronzers, I don't need 50 of these. I don't need 50 of any bronzer, but I have the Tom Ford, I have the Fenty, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Sculpting Cream. This is it. This is all I need for cream. I really prefer a powder. But if you like collecting those, or if you need one, that is a really, really nice one. Okay, next I sent back the Nars Afterglow Overlust Cheek Palette. Mainly because the bronzers were great, but I have 50 other bronzers that are just like that. The highlighter was so nice and bright, but I have about 50 others, so it didn't really stand out. But the blush is why I sent this back, because the blush is so close to my own skin tone, and I like a little more brightness. So I just was like, okay, I have other bronzers, I have other highlighters, and the blush was really the deciding factor. And I ordered it at the same time I ordered this Nars Exposed. And I kept this one with all the bright colors in it, and a highlighter. So I ended up keeping this one and sending that one back. So that is why I sent the Overlust back, or the Afterglow. Not a bad product. The powders were beautiful. If you like those colors, you would love that palette. Okay, next, I sent back the Nars Orgasm X Cheek Palette. Y'all, I never should have ordered that, because I ordered it because of the Orgasm X, which I had already sent back. On my skin tone, it looks kind of like a rust, or like a cinnamon rust. On me, it looked just a little bit harsh on my skin tone. Just wasn't quite right. Maybe because I have more pink in my face or orange, I don't know. It just didn't match my skin great. So that is a product I never should have even bought that, and I knew it and ended up sending it back. Then I also sent back the Tarte C Mini Breezy Cream Bronzer because I don't gravitate to a cream, and just like the Huda, I already had that. it could be a cousin, a first or second cousin of a Fenty. You know, it just didn't stand out, and I just don't use these that much to justify having duplicates. Okay, next, I sent back the Beauty Blender cleaner, the solid cleaner, because I waited so long for that order to get here. Hold on. Okay, I waited so long for that to get in that I used my Shea Moisture African Black Soap. I had to use this to clean my beauty blenders while I waited a month for that to get in. This works fine. And this giant bar of soap does my brushes, it does my sponges, and it cost about $6, maybe. And it lasts forever. So I was like, why am I going to spend that on those solid cleaners? They do not last. For me, about a month and a half. And this lasts about 6 months. So I'm just going to use the African Black Soap. That was just a money saver. Okay, next, I sent back the Becca Cosmetics Ignite Liquify Light Highlighter. I did not care for that as a highlighter, and I liked it for a primer, but I have so many luminous primers that I could not see myself really picking that one up. It was nice and luminous, but I love my other Becca highlighters. I love those, Backlight and First Light. The MAC Strobe Cream, the Laura Mercier. I didn't really want it for a primer. For a highlighter, I have other Becca highlighters that I love and others. So I just didn't need it. And it had kind of a strong smell. I didn't mind, but if you think about getting it, it did have kind of a strong, I thought kind of coconutty smell. Pleasant, but if fragrances bother you, it was definitely fragranced. Okay, next, I sent back the Jessi Moran Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation Fluid. And I sent that back because, surprise, surprise, it has oil in it, so it made me look oily. It was too luminous, and on me, sometimes a real luminous foundation just does not do me any favors, and that didn't. I love the Tarte Found Sealer. I love the Dior Forever Glow. Oh, it's beautiful. I love the Flower Beauty, one of my favorites. This one just didn't do me a lot of favors. Maybe it didn't cover enough. The oil looked oily and not dewy, but it's beautiful on Jessica Jam Beauty. Beautiful on her. That's why I ordered it, but on me, it kind of did me no favors. And then right behind that, on the other end of the spectrum, the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation was about the driest foundation I have ever had on my face. And then once I got it blended out, it was just chalky. If you have used that and like it, let me know, because I've never heard anybody else say that. It looks great on other people. So if you think maybe I got a bad one, or maybe I should have given it more time, I tried it once. I don't like more than one bad makeup day. It was bad on me, just like chalk, hard to get spread out. It just did not have a pretty finish on me at all. So I sent that back. Okay, this is one that a lot of y'all might really disagree with me on, and that is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, a classic. I just don't notice anything with that. I don't notice it really making my eyeshadows stay on better or go on better. All my eyeshadows stay on, but some primers make it go on really nice. I don't really notice that much with that one. I'm not crazy about the applicator. It feels kind of hard, like it pokes my eyelid. That's not real luxurious feeling going on. I like the CoverGirl eye primer, and the Smashbox is beautiful. And I have a MAC I really like, but a lot of people love this. So if you love this, let me know how you use it. Let me know why you love it. Give me the 411 on the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Okay, this next one I have ordered twice and sent it back twice, and that is the Smashbox Cali Contour Palette. Who is it that loves that? Stephanie Marie. It is so beautiful on her, and then I use it and it just looks muddy on me, kind of like, you know, in the 70s when people would wear contour and it looked kind of mauve-y. That's what this looks like on me, and it just never kind of works out on me. It is beautiful on other people, and on me, it just turns that 70s mauve outdated look. And I look at it and go, why? That is peachy. My skin just does not like it, so I sent that back twice. Okay, next, the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. I did not care for that at all. I felt like for my under eyes, it was not enough cover. And I don't want to buy a separate concealer to spot correct on my face. I would rather spot correct with a actual foundation. That just seemed like a foundation in a nice big concealer bottle. I loved the packaging on it. I hear other people that love it. It just doesn't fit in with my routine because I'm going to do my concealer and then I'm going to use a full enough cover to cover. But I think that is more for if you want a no makeup look or a no makeup look, but you want things covered up. Probably if I was going to the gym, that might be good, you know, to spot, conceal. It did not really have a place for me. Okay, next, the Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer Pen. I did not care for that at all. It was, I used it in Snow, very fair skin with pink undertones. It had a luminescence, and I do not like a luminescence under my eyes. I don't need a shine drawing attention to anything under there. If you love that, maybe it was the color, let me know how you use it. Let me know why you love it. And I didn't give that a big shot because once I saw that luminosity just shining under there, I was like, oh no. It just was very illuminating under my eyes, and I did not care for that. The Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Bali Sands did not show. I didn't see really anything great about that. I might have needed a darker color. So if you love that, let me know if I need to order that in a darker color. The next one, the Viseart Warm Edit Palette. I cannot believe I did not like that, but I used it 3 or 4 times. I did not like the formula. It was overly soft to me, and I have a bunch of those edit palettes. I don't know if maybe my eyes were harder to do at that time because sometimes I'm puffy or tired. It just happened to be those days. I really give Viseart the benefit of the doubt. The Rose Edit is one of my favorite palettes ever. I love the Dark Edit. I love this isn't an edit, but this Petite Pro in Apricotine. The Petite Pro, I love all these little palettes. I don't know what the deal was, but I never got a good look with that. So I sent it back. Again, if you have used it and love it, maybe it was just me. I don't know. I love Viseart. I love them. Okay, next. I had ordered a Nars Laguna liquid bronzer. I loved the packaging on this. I love the idea of it. My girl, Abby Bliss White, loves this, and it is beautiful on her. I probably should have kept this and learned how to do it better because I have all of the Nars liquid blushes, and there's a learning curve with those. But with a bronzer, what I've discovered is whether it's a liquid or a cream, that step, I don't like giving it a whole lot of time. And a powder is just faster for me. But if you are dry, I might give that a try if I were you because I could get a beautiful look with it. I just wasn't patient enough to use it. Okay, next, the Hourglass Veil Soft Focus. I sent this back because it did not blur on me, and I found it way dewy. And I don't want that much dew uncontrolled sprayed on my face, because that tends to look oily on me. Now, I will spray a dewy skin mist on a beauty blender and set under my eyes or in dry parts of my face, but I already have dewy setting mists, and I bought this specifically because it says it blurs. It's soft focus, and I liked that idea, but I did not find that this gave me a soft focus. I found that it made me look slick and shiny, and I'm not going to spray that on a beauty blender for moisture because I already have a brand new Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist that I love. But I've seen a lot of people that say this and blurred them out and made them soft focus. So, you know, I may be alone in that. But I thought okay, then I have a couple of perfumes I sent back. Hang on. Okay, y'all. Y'all, I printed out a picture of the Smashbox Cali contour. I still want it. I probably shouldn't have sent that back. I'll probably rebuy it. I look at that peach blush and go, there's no way that made you muddy. But it did twice and I sent it back. I still want it. I may just have to keep that just to keep reminding myself. Okay, I sent back the Gabrielle Chanel Essence Eau de Parfum. Chanel's, I've not had the best luck with Chanel perfumes in the past, the very distant past. And when I look at the keynotes in this, jasmine, ylang ylang, orange blossom, and tuberose. I love every one of those. How did I not like this? Now it says gassy tuberose, G-A-S-S-E, gassy tuberose. Maybe it's a green tuberose. I was going to try to make this work because I didn't hate it. And I was trying to love it. It's Chanel. It's beautiful. And I walked past my husband and he said, that smells old on you. That smells older than you are. And I was like, well, okay, I'm not going to wear it. So I sent that back. Then I sent back the Mon Guerlain Eau de Parfum. I cannot believe I don't like this. I don't know why I didn't like this. It's a warm and sweet gourmand. That's my jam. I love a warm, sweet gourmand. I don't know why I didn't like it. The keynotes are jasmine, lavender, and vanilla. I love every one of those. I'm obsessed with them. And I still did not like this. And I gave it a shot, but I did not care for that. And those are all the things that I've sent back since January. Y'all let me know down below if y'all love any of these products and if I need to give them another shot, because I probably would repurchase if one of y'all loved it enough. So anyway, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.